Hey everyone, it's Cody back for week number 4. This is the midway point of the semester. At the end of this week, I will be tabulating your midterm grades. Those don't really mean a lot. They don't go on an official record or anything. I do have to submit them. It's more of a place marker to see your progress at this point. Those are due by next Tuesday, so I'll have everything graded from weeks 3 and 4, obviously by then, and also any makeup work that you want to get in before then to sort of adjust your grade. Remember, I accept any and all makeup work without penalty. Um, Times are weird, and that won't always be the case, I'm assuming. Though for some of you in the ASAP program who are going through in 1 year, it might actually be forever. Who knows? Who knows what's happening? Since no one wants to wear masks anywhere in this country, and everyone's getting the coronavirus. It's pretty sweet. Okay, a little levity this week for sure. This week is a writing experience that might be a little different and a little bit unexpected for your academic work. You're going to write some jokes this week, so let's get into it. So, this is experience 4, entitled Make Me Laugh. What you're going to do is you're going to write 5 jokes that would be appropriate for a host to deliver on a topical late night show. So think The Daily Show or Weekend Update or Last Week Tonight, something like that. Um, it's not necessarily required that you do this collaboratively, but it is optional. You can work with a peer or peers. These shows, of course, rely on writers' rooms, so they collaborate together. If you do decide to collaborate with one or more of your classmates, make sure you note that in your submissions. That way I can give credit where credit is due. Okay? So you're basically pitching the idea here to the host of the show. You're going to write some jokes. So the first thing that I would really do is spend some time watching some of these shows, or other shows that are sort of this kind of brand, stand-up comedy, etc. And you're going to figure out. So there's some research element to this as well. You're going to figure out how jokes work. So how are they structured? Can you see patterns? Um, what makes the ones that you think are funny? And this is all subjective, right? So uh, you have a sense of humor that might differ from mine, and that's fine. That's not the point. The point is to see if you can land a successful joke. Um, and then, so after you've done that, after you've kind of done some research, I'm asking you to watch some comedy, I guess, which is cool. And if you need recommendations as to where, other than the places already mentioned, just let me know, and I can come up with some more. I'm sure we'll go. But you guys see this. You all have favorite comedians. It's fine. So after you've done this, you're going to analyze your audience. So, what exactly does this audience that you're writing towards like? You know, what are they likely to be to put into their own show? Okay. And then you're going to write the jokes. So you're going to have your funny ideas after you brainstorm a little bit, and you're going to structure them into jokes. And then you want to try out your jokes. Use your family, your friends, whoever to try them out. Okay. And if they don't work, obviously, you're going to revise them. Okay. So again, you're coming up with 5 jokes, 5 total jokes that you're going to submit here. Um, okay. So this one's a little different. All right. Um, you have 2 basic things that you're going to accomplish. First, you're going to write the jokes, and that is what you're going to submit here. You're going to submit the jokes. You're going to also record yourself telling the jokes. You can do that via cell phone, that's fine. There is a place for you to upload this, a media recording here. So if you wanted to upload it to YouTube, you could just link it. If you want to send it directly, you can just text it to me, the video. My cell phone number is in the syllabus, so if you want to do that, that's fine as well. However you choose to do that, I just need these 2 things. You need to have submitted the jokes in writing here, and also submit a video of you telling the jokes. Okay? Um, I'll be the only person that sees them, unless they're like riotously hilarious, and I can get your permission to share them with other people because, um, you know, like for instance, for you ASAP students, if they're really funny and you want Beth to see them, then I'll send them that way. But otherwise, it'll just be me, unless I get your permission to share them otherwise. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do this week. And I know you might be thinking, what the hell does this have to do with academic writing? Well, there's a couple things that you're doing here. One, you're doing research and you're figuring out structure. You're figuring out how that a joke works, much the way you would figure out how any sort of writing assignment might work, right? You're trying to figure out the genre. You're trying to figure out what fits, how this fits, etc. And then you're going to analyze your audience. You're going to think of you're trying to promote or give these jokes to a late night show. So you have to kind of know and study the types of work that those people do and then figure that out as well. So all of these things, while they might seem more fun or different than an academic essay, incorporate all of those ideas that you have to do with a more traditional essay, which we'll get to later in the semester. All right, so I want you to have fun with this. I'm really looking forward to these. Both because I will get to hear your voices and see your faces, and also, I mean, who doesn't like jokes, right? So, best of luck this week, and that's all. That's all for this week. So that's the only thing you have to do this week, are write some jokes and record them. Okay. The next 2 weeks, I'll just go ahead and kind of preview a little bit. We're going to get into our argumentative essay over the next 2 weeks. The first being we're going to focus on sources and research, and I'll give a more thorough video in which I kind of go over some things with research and citation, and then you get to write about whether or not you think a hot dog's a sandwich next week, and then your argumentative essay week 6. I just want to preview this because I know that there's a discussion this week over this film. You're going to watch Just Mercy with the Student Life and the Diversity Committee. Beth has asked you to do that. Your essay, your argumentative essay, in fact, will be sort of derived from watching that film. So if you haven't watched that film, it's free. Please do watch Just Mercy. Participate in that conversation on Thursday, and then you're going to write essentially an essay about one of the topics or one of the themes of that essay. So I just wanted to preview that. Again, that's a couple weeks down the line, but the discussion is this week, so that you might be able to glean some important information from that as well. Okay, so if you have questions, shoot them my way. Otherwise, have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week.